7 days per week with a fresh approach. www.999wefm.com. WeFM News online on demand.
Good afternoon and welcome to WeFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Get ready, get set, and head down to Quartz and Quartz Optical now for Beat the Clock. 4 days only. Wednesday the 13th to Saturday 16th of September. Rush down to Quartz and beat the clock for great offers for door busters, to Pogo, employee pricing, with your discount and more. All on credit purchases, 24 months and over. It gets even sweeter with nothing down and nothing to pay until January 2024. That's right. Shop at Quartz from September 13th to the 16th and pay absolutely nothing down and nothing until January 2024. Get ready. Get set. Go down to Quartz and Quartz Optical. Quartz, bringing value home.
Welcome back to WeFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission, the NTRC, has launched the 2023 edition of their annual iCode 784 competition. The NTRC says that through the competition, it hopes to encourage participants from various secondary, technical, and tertiary level institutes, as well as persons under the age of 35 years, from across the island to put forward ideas and mobile applications for both the public sectors and private sectors of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Consumer and Public Relations Manager of the NTRC, Ria Lois, during the launch ceremony on Wednesday, detailed the prizes for the various categories of the competition.
For the secondary idea category, the top performing team would be rewarded with a cash prize of $2,500. The second place team would earn a cash prize of $1,500, and the third place team would secure a cash prize of $1,000. For the secondary mobile app category, the winning team would not only receive a cash prize of $5,000, but also a laptop for each team member. The second place team would be awarded with a cash prize of $3,000. The third place team would gain a cash prize of $2,000. For the open category, the victorious team would walk away with a cash prize of $5,000 and exclusive, which is 2 tickets for 4 years from now in Barcelona, Spain, which is scheduled for March 2023. The second place team would earn a cash prize of $3,000, and the third place team would take home a cash prize of $2,000.
That was the NTRC's Consumer and Public Relations Manager, Ria Lois. Ms. Lewis noted that there are prizes available for the secondary school with the most entries in the competition, as well as mentors and teams that make it to the finals. For more information on the entry requirements for the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission's NTRC iCode 784 competition, visit www.ntrc.vc. Coastal communities from Argyle to Kingstown have been certified as tsunami ready. This comes following their participation in the UNESCO Tsunami Ready process of assessment, community engagement, simulation exercises, developing standard operating procedures for evacuation, and communicating early warning messages at the community level in the event of a tsunami. These coastal communities were recognized at a ceremony held at the Beachcombers Hotel Conference earlier today. According to the National Emergency Management Organization NEMO, these communities are the second to be certified as tsunami ready in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, as Union Island gained recognition in 2020. Since 2020, the International Tsunami Information Center, the Caribbean Tsunami Information Center, and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration NOAA have been providing support to the National Emergency Management Organization to have these communities tsunami ready. This included the building of local capacity in the area of mapping through a tsunami mapping exercise training. Still on the local scene, a US $120 million contract has been signed to initiate the National Road Rehabilitation Project. On Tuesday, September 12th, the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Overseas Engineering and Construction Company OECC signed the contract at Cabinet Room. Taiwan's ambassador to SVG, Fiona Fan, in her remarks at the contract signing ceremony, said that the agreement is testament to the long-standing relationship between the two nations. According to Ambassador Fan, more than 1,000 Vincentians will be employed through the duration of the project. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves said the project will be done in phases. Roads that will be given attention under the phase 1 of the project are Markham Road, Connery Estate Road, Grand Sable Estate Road, Manawal Road, Peruvian Vale Road, Diamond Highway, Mount Pleasant Road, internal roads in Calico, Belair Middle Road, and Curtains Community Road. According to the API, the Overseas Engineering Construction Company has played a pivotal role in the construction of the Rabaca Bridge, river training works following the volcanic eruptions of 2021, and the terminal building at the Argyle International Airport. On to news in the region. The President of the Dominican Republic has ordered a complete closure of the country's border with Haiti. President Luis Abinadar emphasized that the Ministry of Defense, including the Army, Navy, and Air Force, is fully prepared to enforce the new directive. He said that while discussions are ongoing, the Haitian government has acknowledged having limited control within its territory. The president also instructed the General Directorate of Immigration to prohibit the entry of provocateurs whose identities will be disclosed later. Abinadar emphasized that there would be no violence within the Dominican territory, as the armed forces are well prepared to counter any attempts. He also said that the issue would be brought before the General Assembly of the United Nations Organization next week. A 13-year-old boy of Clarendon, Jamaica, was charged with burglary and larceny following an incident in his community on Tuesday, September 12th. Reports are that about 6 p.m., the victim realized that a strip around her back door was missing, along with an undetermined amount of money from the house. A report was made to the police, and upon further investigation, the boy's house was searched and the sum of $180,000 in cash was found in the ceiling. The teen was interviewed in the company of his mother, during which he reportedly admitted to the crime. He was subsequently arrested and charged and is set to appear in court on Wednesday, October 10th. On the international scene, journalists and public relations federations in the Canadian province of Quebec are calling on the public to join a one-day boycott of Meta-owned social media platforms over the company's ban on news sharing in Canada. The Federation of Professional Journalists of Quebec said Friday's so-called Day Without Meta, coinciding with International Day of Democracy, aimed to send a message that Quebec will not let itself be intimidated and will continue to support local media and journalists. By blocking news, Meta is not allowing citizens to access credible information, and that greatly concerns us, Patrick Howe, president of the Quebec Society of Public Relations Professionals, said in a statement last week. Meta, the owner of Facebook and Instagram, imposed a news blackout in Canada on August 1st over a new law that would have required the company to pay Canadian media outlets for content shared on its platforms. Finally, in sports, Premier League club Everton is set to have new owners after Fahad Moshiri agreed to sell his 94% stake to American investment fund 777 Partners. The takeover would bring to an end the tumultuous tenure of British-Iranian Moshiri, who first invested in 2016. The sale is expected to be completed by the end of 2023, subject to Premier League Football Association and Financial Conduct Authority approval. The takeover would mean half of the 20 top-flight clubs are American-owned. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WeFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Get ready, get set, and head down to Quartz and Quartz Optical now for Beat the Clock. 4 days only. Wednesday the 13th to Saturday 16th of September. Rush down to Quartz and beat the clock for great offers for door busters, to BOGO, employee pricing, with your discount and more. All on credit purchases, 24 months and over. It gets even sweeter with nothing down and nothing to pay until January 2024. That's right. Shop at Quartz from September 13th to the 16th and pay absolutely nothing down and nothing until January 2024. Get ready. Get set. Go down to Quartz and Quartz Optical. Quartz, bringing value home.
Courts bringing value home. It's 12:26. Thank you very much, Rajiv. Of course, our next newscast will come your way at 3 o'clock. Coming up at 12:30, it's Viewpoint. At 12:45, we'll have for you the local weather. That should be the obituaries, and the obituaries will be followed by the local weather report, which will come to you in association with East Caribbean Feeds, loved by animals, preferred by farmers. I want to say a special good afternoon to all those persons in and around Kingstown. Those of you in traffic, we're going to come right back with a Viewpoint after these messages.
Are you tired of being tired? Fighting the battle of the bulge? Take a breath of fresh air and embrace a new lease on life. Oxygen Fitness Center is here, located in the Camden Park Industrial Estate in the Green Building, next door to the government printery. Our range of fitness